Hey, whack people. This is the OCT, Octavius Haye, and I want to thank you for tuning in to our page today. We greatly appreciate it. If you are listening to the podcast, you can also find it on PODBEAN. The link will be in the description. And if you listen to our music, you can also listen on SoundCloud and DatPiff. Both links will be in the description also. And as always, please remember to like the video, leave a comment, and to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification button so you're informed every time we drop new content. Now enjoy this whack wisdom. I am whacking off.
It's the WACCast podcast, yeah.
Talk whack to me, talk whack to me,
yeah.
Talk whack to me, talk whack
It's
to me.
the WACCast podcast, yeah.
We talk whack right now, we talk whack right now, we talk whack right now, we talk whack right now.
What is up, whack people? Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. I hope everything is going amazing for everyone as always. I am the Honorable OCT, along with my co-host, the Electric E-Rob.
It's electric. Yo.
And you are listening to the WACCast podcast. E, what's up, man? How you doing?
Feeling wonderfully whack, man.
All right.
Go.
Are you ready to talk whack to him?
Talk whack.
Let's
man.
talk whack to him.
Mm-hmm.
So today, though, a little different from the normal show. We have a guest actually in the building to talk whack with us.
Yeah.
It's my boy from LA, Hawthorne, Mikal,
Pacific
over here. What's up, Mikal?
Yo, young Kels, sexy as 5'9" nigga alive. Had to say fucking 9 to 5. What's going on? Let's keep it whack.
Yeah, though, man. So yeah, Mikal's out here visiting me right now for like 2 weeks. So thought it'd be good to get him on the podcast, get him talking, get his opinion on some of the topics.
Definitely, man.
Yeah, man.
Definitely here to bring some venom. Definitely here to spit some wisdom. We need to get this mental gymnastics cracking up in here, man.
Yeah, so definitely, I guess before we even get started on the topics, we could, introduce you a little bit more to the people. Tell us some stuff about you, Mikal.
Like you said, grew up in Hawthorne, born in Inglewood. Yeah, man, straight from LA. We went to middle school together, Bud Carson, playing sports and stuff, basketball together and stuff, man.
We had our own wrestling league.
Yeah, we had our own middle school wrestling league, man. How about that? The teachers try to make us stop, but we don't listen to them.
What, y'all had a fight club? What was it?
Yeah, I mean,
we just was like a little wrestling thing. We just would do wrestling moves on each other, Royal Rumbles, eliminate each other out of stuff.
Yeah, like we had like this, it was like these metal rails that were like lined up, like kind of by the cafeteria area, and then we kind of just like took them over, man, and just did our wrestling thing.
Two little rails on each side, and we just be in the middle of it. That'd be like the ring.
Yeah, and naturally I always had to win.
Yes, this nigga won't take none of the fake punches or nothing.
Nothing. I'm not selling for you at all.
Didn't do nothing, man. But that's pretty much how our friendship started. We didn't talk really before that.
Yeah, man.
A couple of things here and there, but that's like really was the beginning of our friendship. So what's up with you, Mikal? I know you late to wrestling, movies, music. What you vibing with outside of that?
Man, you know what? Right now, a lot of West Coast, Midwest artists I've been messing with. One guy I really want to shout out, Toby Lou. Been listening to a lot of his stuff, man. Code of the Friend, those cats. Shit, man, we just watched that King Kong, that Godzilla versus King Kong. That was great.
Oh, yeah.
That was great.
Did you watch that?
I ain't see it yet.
You ain't see it?
Oh yeah, man, you gotta hop on that. It's good. Judas and the Black Messiah. Everybody need to go see Judas and the Black Messiah. Judas and the Black Messiah, for real. That's something real topical right now. Yeah, man. Just movies, music, anime. Grew up at a nerd life. So anything Marvel, anything Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, wrestling related, Digimon related, anything that's that the average person doesn't like, I like, man. That's about it.
Okay, that's what's up, man. So, how LA life for you right now? How's LA life living?
LA life is in comparison. So so the fans don't know. I'm from 2,000 miles away. I'm in Missouri now. Where we're recording the podcast here in Missouri, but I live in LA. Well, Moreno Valley, which is like a mountain town away from LA. But the California life is it's at a slower pace based on where you live, or a faster pace based on where you live, man. But our cost of living is high, so that's the common thing of being a Californian. You got your cost of living, you get your but you get your good weed, you get your good weather, so it's a trade-off, I suppose. When you make it there, then if you make it there, you can make it in other places. Like we were saying the other day, California is like the penultimate test, and then New York is the ultimate test of like level up, so
I do think there's a statewide bias with that, just because I hear that a lot from different places. But I feel like you make it out of your situation and be able to stand and be a 100 standing person. That's all it is, wherever you're from.
But California's where the 100 niggas is at.
Right.
It's just the simple fact of things cost more.
That's what he talk about, more about having to survive with the high cost of living.
Yeah, the cost of living. Not necessarily being the illest nigga.
Right. He was taking an exception. He was like, hold up, nigga, because we real out here in the loot, too.
Yeah.
From the West, too.
No, not that type of real. The financial situation, man. You got to be able to really, like you remember I showed you on my Snapchat the other day, the guy at the liquor store was wearing a Rolex.
Yeah.
Dude at the liquor store wearing a Rolex, and then the dude that looked like a bum had a few $1,000. Like I told you the other day, bands to a dude in LA ain't nothing. We gotta have them. A cheap apartment is expensive, so you gotta have it there, man. But man, that's me. That's where I'm from. I'm from LA, California, born and raised, man. And I'm liking it here in Missouri, though, man. I like it what y'all do on the Lou. Beautiful out here.
Yeah, it's alright. So let's go ahead and get to the first topic of the day, man. So what's her name? Bhad Bhabie.
Oh my God.
Bhabie, yeah, right. Bobby, but Bhad Bhabie.
Gucci flip flops.
So she going ahead and she got a OnlyFans now. She made $1 million in 6 hours. So a niggas just gross. They just wait for her to turn 18.
Standing in line waiting for that.
You know what I'm saying, though? E, what you think about that? Man? You think it's kind of pervy a little bit? I don't know. Some kind of dirty about it.
I do get that, but she's being pretty provocative. We all been asking that since this how old is she? Even when she first did the Catch Me Outside stuff. Like, how old is she? Well, she's finally legal, so like I'm not even surprised about this. She's been in the spotlight,
Nigga was ready though. That's the crazy thing about it.
I wanted to just do a quick breakdown of how she did it, and a lot of the money was directly from subscriptions. You're looking at over $75,000 in subscriptions alone. Tips $5,000. Messages. Jesus. Oh, wait a minute. No, the messages is where she really made it, man. Oh no, $757,000 in subscriptions. My mistake. $757,000 in subscriptions. Over 267,000 in messages alone. So like, were these guys literally just like waiting with their wallets in their hand to see this young girl?
I don't know.
And it happened
for
me. The fact that it happened in such a short amount of time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? What was it, like a couple hours?
Yeah, 6 hours she made $1 million.
All right, and I do just have to add this part in. She already was sitting at 17 million subscribers on Instagram and stuff, so she's already got some social followers,
Yeah, E, but don't you don't think it's wrong for people to be like waiting on the minor to turn legal? You think it's something creepy about that?
Nah.
Molestery-ish.
It's definitely weird, but
molester-ish.
Well, that the problem that I think he is having is the idea of crime versus morality. Everything the government says is a crime isn't necessarily immoral. Now, mind you, lusting or trying to be involved with a young woman, period, is immoral. So, but that's our balance.
And I'm about to say, we could just go to another country and this is happening. You can't go pay for the younger whatever, and that's just the reality of it. Moral or right, you could go and go do that. This is what's happening. And she's not even per se doing porn or anything, because OnlyFans isn't necessarily porn.
That's true.
One thing to remind people too, a lot of people really truly don't know that the age of consent is not. The age of consent is a state, mandated thing. Not every state considers a woman to be an adult at 18. Some states are 16, so
17 out here.
17, yeah. So the age of consent everywhere is
What
different.
do you mean teenage?
Yeah,
Stop pushing that false narrative. 18, 19, those are legal age. He was asking if you meant underage, because you can't say, do you talk to teenagers? He say, no, I talk to teenagers, and they be like, she was with this 19-year-old.
Not when you say teenagers.
Right, what do you mean? Are you talking about legal? He said that. He said, you talking about legal? Because yes, I'm only messing with legal. 18, 19, he said that. But everybody always just stick to that first part.
What I believe, me being 29, man, and I mean, I would say most of us agree, I believe date your age and date your wage. So I typically would like a woman my age or a little older.
I want a sugar mama, so I don't know about that wage part.
Well, if that's what you're searching, then that's what you're searching for.
Do you think that she's gonna move more into sex work as she's gotten older? I know she has fans, but her music ain't popping like that. And this seemed to really did something big for her. You think that you could possibly see her? Because even when she was underage, she was always sexualizing herself, even as a minor. The way she would dress and talk and act, she was always, giving a wink, sexualizing herself. So now it's legal. Do you think that she'll think that's probably more of a career for her than the music, which is just kind of been doing okay for her?
Let's say why not at this point? You're gonna do it. I said that another time. You're gonna go all the way in, and I feel like she probably could get office. And as a company that does that kind of stuff, why wouldn't you look into that?
I think her career's been based more on persona than just music or anything. She's been based in putting her hand in any pocket she can find. Persona is her driving factor. So long as she can look like Bhad Bhabie or Bunny or whatever the hell her name is. There's too many Bhads in this world now. So long as she can look like that girl and sound like that girl, I think she'll be able to make money off of her image forever. Now, will she do OnlyFans per se? That's hard to say, but it's very profitable. I don't see why she would stop.
It's been very profitable for her.
I would also say, I think that her stigmatism kind of sticks with her. The Catch Me Outside, I feel like the further we get with that, the less it's going to be about that. It's whatever comes next.
Yeah.
You even mentioned the song she has. She can kind of put together a couple flows and stuff, so I feel like she could possibly find a lane in that too. And
I ain't gonna lie, man. Her music do be hitting up.
I agree. I agree. So I feel like she can find her stuff in there somehow.
Okay, so we'll see what happens with her if she continues on. It's only sad for sex workers.
What was I finna say? Kim K just turned into a billionaire. So like, if that's the blueprint, like starting at OnlyFans, you shouldn't even be tripping. If that's what she's trying to do, you can find something else. You know?
She gotta get ass shots. She gotta get some work done.
That's the game. That's probably what's gonna
That's what
happens.
I'll say this, man. Andre the Giant said, "I used what I had to get to build a career for myself." Because he was a giant guy. So same thing for a sex worker or a beautiful woman. You use what you got to get what you want.
You do got to use what you got, whether it's beauty or whether it's size, money, or it's your ethnicity. And that's why we got to go ahead and cut to the next topic, which is we about to have a white boy summer. Now usually I'll ask E his opinion first, but I got to jump on here. So Chet Hanks, Tom Hanks' son. Yes, that Tom Hanks, the actor, his son, came out recently and said that it's about to be a hot boy summer. He feels it in the air, man.
Wait, not a white boy, right?
I'm sorry, I'm tripping. A white boy summer. He feeling it in the air.
Okay.
Now, before we get to where things ended up going crazy, later on, let's just stick to this right first. I'm with it, bro. Talk your stuff, man. Come on, Chad, talk your stuff, man. If you gonna get it, then get it, man.
Uh-huh.
I don't hate that, man. I like it. But look, I gotta hear what he got to say about it, though.
Man, I do have to kind of just play the advocate because of what happened next. Because where we're going with this
Right.
happened after. You know what I'm saying? They go and find some stuff that you done did from before, and then it comes up and affects you now. Now that you're trying to have this summer, now that you're trying to be out here and stuff. Like, hold on, who is this guy? Tom Hanks is whose son? And then they go find that dirt. They go, you know.
See how they be hating, bro?
That's how
A few
this
weeks
works.
back when I first saw like them talking about it, like Chet Hanks is doing White Boy Summer, I laughed because he cool, like he said, it's a Jack Harlow, me type of thing, like cool white boys. But what I will say is he's trying to create his own subculture of hip hop and his own subculture for a class of white dudes. And I mean, there's not even necessarily anything wrong with that. But you have to remember, if you're gonna borrow from one culture, you have to remember you're a guest. And what I find more interesting is the situation with his ex and the altercation that they had, which I find troubling. And then her claiming, the
We'll get to that in a moment. In just a moment. We still got some more to talk about as far as the white boy summer part aspect of this.
Well, one thing I'll say with the White Boy Summer thing is that it could go one or two ways. Like, it could be branded as like this subculture, cool white dude kind of thing, or it could be co-opted into something much darker. So that's where Chet has to be careful.
Now that is true. But I also I'm curious about, as far as like the white zaddy aspect of it, which is one of your coin phrases.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
White zaddy. As far as like a black woman choosing the white man over her own race, or hanging with the white man, partially due to expectations that he's white, so he might have more money to give me, versus the black dude, or he's white, he might be more cultured and stuff. So what do you take about that? As far as like what Mikal was saying white boy summer with that may have a negative thing.
I feel like it could go there, because just like, how does one black person represent every single black person? It doesn't happen. So how does one white person represent all white people?
No
It's
one
not going to
black
happen.
person's the
People can
monolith.
take that White Boy Summer and go do some darker stuff, and go turn on their slave plate type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, man. But nah, I'm cool with it. He just talking slick stuff.
And I feel like he's trying to just associate himself and people away from what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe they do, or whatever. Possible.
I don't know. I know Chet cool. Before this, I remember everybody got mad at him because he was speaking patois and was getting attitude with that. So he just kind of rubs. I guess he just rubbed the black culture.
Shit
the
don't
wrong way a
always be
little bit.
hidden. Pick and choose your spots. All right, shit do not always be hidden. You get around the wrong people with that shit.
Yeah, it's true.
You might get checked.
Okay. So it was all fun and games. People was mad, like, this boy tripping. And then we find out that his ex-girlfriend, which is a black woman, filed a lawsuit against him. I don't know if she's filing she is. He's filing a lawsuit against her. She obtained a restraining order against him. I guess there was a violent altercation between the two of them at his place, and it says right here, there's a video where I think her name
Y'all
is
seen the shit, right?
Yeah.
Man.
Okay, yeah.
That video
She's
is
holding
crazy.
that pot in her hand, which is like the stereotypical weapon for the black woman.
And
The pot.
he's
got a
claiming that she stole from him and made payments for rent and stuff. And so I don't know, like, for me and Corey, I think that's going to be interesting because when a dude like him likes a girl and he's rich, how many text messages you think between them where she's like, you gonna pay my rent? And he's like, yeah, I got you, baby. And so what if she presents that in court? Because he said he's suing. So if she presents something like that in court, he's kind of like SOL in that case, if she really did steal from him.
And I think it's just kind of, because this happened a while back,
Right. It was like earlier this year.
Yeah.
January.
So-
Beginning of January.
Just now getting the surface right when I'm claiming to have the summer.
They said also when he was filming the show Your Honor, which you guys haven't seen, it's great, you should check it out. He was filming that show Your Honor.
He
and,
act too?
Yeah, man, he
Okay.
did a little. He was a
I guess
very
I
side.
expect that knowing who his dad is.
He was a side character in the show, and I guess
Stereotype.
when they were on shoot, he made racial slurs to her then, and had a physical altercation with her at the hotel then. Allegedly, of course, this is all allegedly, but it is in an affidavit, and so this has been reported on. So these things have happened, and there's definitely some turmoil there. But I mean, I do like Chet. I think he just really wants to be a fun guy, But I think like what the game is saying, you got to tread lightly and you got to.
Nah, Gabe just like he said you might have to go back to Becky, bro. You ain't ready for that level. Man, I don't know, man, but
You ain't ready for that type of anger.
hey, man, black women be getting mad. Oops, soon, but now every woman get mad though. But I get what he's saying though. Sometimes you get that one black chick. She'll like reach into your heart and grab your soul out and crush your nuts with her words. What she talk about you. You be like, oh. Yeah, I do think that black women are the best at hitting you where it hurts with their words.
Yeah, they know what they do. They know how to, like the word little. When you use the word, oh, you and your little friend. You know, when black women use the word little, they know how to use it. They don't make you mad with it.
And somebody else who's knowing about the anger of black women is the vision of hip hop himself, Lil Uzi Vert.
Another Lil.
Gracious.
Another Lil. So I don't know why this happened, what started this, but Lil Uzi Vert and Young Miami is beefing, and he's dating JT, who's in the group with Young Miami. So it's kind of like, and then Young Miami's dude is tripping. So it's kind of become a whole big thing, and it's kind of, but not really imploding the city girls. So what y'all think about that? E, start with you.
Well, Southside seems to be like, first of all, don't talk to my girl like that. You kind of crazy doing it over the gram. I kind of could see that. And also, he really made him seem like, bruh, these niggas was gonna get you if I wasn't there. He's like, don't forget that. So I feel like he's trying to remind them some shit too, possibly, man. Yeah, stay in your lane, know where you're at, type deal on some street shit. I don't know how it got there, but clearly some niggas was, hey, I stopped it from going down on your little ass, type shit.
What you think about the situation, Mikal?
Well, I named this topic One Night in Miami with an Uzi. And I thought that was really clever. I named this topic One Night in Miami with an Uzi because everyone's spouting off. And honestly, it's all just a bit of a, it's a display of personal emotions whilst trying to chase clout, which is the worst thing you should do. They're all putting their personal emotions on display, saying, I'm the coolest person, I'm the most important person, I'm the one everybody should listen to. But, you know, they're all looking quite childish. Even the Southside guy, I give him respect for stepping up for his woman. But hey, man, you know, if you're going to step up and to defend your woman, maybe the first thing you should do is not call her a bitch, like while defending her in the video.
That's how the niggas be talking sometimes. I'm talking my bitch.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, if she likes it, then hey, you know, can't complain. But yeah, I think it's all just a lot of personal emotion on display. The Southside gentleman, I see he's doing his thing. He's doing what he should do. But then I also feel like he was saying a bit too much in terms of trying to chase clout. When you're exposing personal stories about the industry, people that think that people don't know about, it doesn't make much. It doesn't help much.
What it does is it makes it harder for y'all to make up and be cool.
Exactly.
Because now you're trying to embarrass me.
Yeah, exposing personal things that only we should know.
Right. No, what I liked about this whole thing is Uzi was talking some slick stuff, man. when he was FaceTime, and I'm not talking about he was talking slick stuff to Young Miami. He was talking slick stuff to JT. Yeah. Like, why you run your mouth like you don't run nothing? You know, if I told you to come over here and tongue kiss me, you'll do it.
Whoa.
You ain't. I'm like, hey, now because like the narrative has been like she just uses niggas for his money and she making him buy all this stuff, and he been feeding into it too. He be like the stuff he say. So I was like, kind of calling him, like, oh, nah, this nigga just really be putting this little ghetto girl in her place.
Mm-hmm.
She be lying. Shit, don't believe her music. She talking about how she run these niggas, scam these niggas.
He's a rich nigga. You know what I mean? And right now,
he putting her little scamming ass in up. Nah, I love JT. That she's so damn.
Right
sexy.
now, like Lil Uzi is like the rich nigga. You know what I mean? Like he's the hottest. He's like the little Ric Flair of hip hop, man. He's doing his thing.
I mean, we say that, but how hot is Uzi? Is he? I mean, I don't never hear nothing about him. I don't see nothing about him other than he got the stone in his forehead.
Compared to the other Philly nigga, we like talking about me.
He got an infinity stone in his forehead, and he dating JT. That's like the only thing anybody talks about him. How hot is this nigga?
It's like the same thing I said with Bhad Bhabie, man. It's all personality now. It's all personality, how much people like you. If you got a metric and a number, people will pay you for anything.
And it did feel cloud shady-ish, so I feel like they're learning how to work this fucking shit when they get attention. You know? They're watching me, or they're watching my girlfriend. Hold on, let me check her. Let me hit her a few times with some shit, you know?
He was talking slick though. He said, "If I tell you to tongue kiss me right now, you're gonna do it." Like he was talking slick.
I mean, ultimately, I think this is all stupid. Why is you beefing with your girlfriend? Like, they make money together. Y'all don't have to have no dealings with each other if you don't like her for whatever reason. And it don't even seem like she was really trying to go back and forth with him out of respect for
You know
JT.
what? I was gonna say that, man. You're right, and I think Young Miami probably had the best opinion of it all. Is we don't have to be friends.
Yeah.
It wasn't even his Instagram live, was it? It was JT.
Was it? I didn't pay
thought he
attention.
took the phone from JT. Maybe I'm wrong about that,
Who
but I didn't think it
knows?
was
Who
Lil
knows?
Uzi.
Not sure.
Okay.
It could have been. That's a likely situation because why would Uzi be on live? Why would Miami be on Uzi's live? That would make no sense.
You're right, right.
Yeah, why would they have answered? I don't know. We had to go back and look at that. I'm not sure. But, whatever it was, man. This is right here. Hold up. Stupid. Oh, yeah. It ain't showing me. Oh, that's not it. Okay, who cares? But somebody will go back and look at that. But yeah, ultimately, like I said, this is stupid. And they need to move on. And City Girls gotta make that money. And JT was already complaining that she ready to make some music. So they know this the last thing they need to be worrying about. Real quick before we go, y'all.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, go ahead. What you got to say?
Do you feel like they could coexist by only standing on each other? All right, because we said the City Girls split potentially, maybe, whatever.
Right.
It's hypothetical. Could
Right.
they even have solo careers? You feel like? Let me just ask you that.
Yes,
Okay.
I think so.
they're already proven because Miami did hold it down when JT was gone.
Oh,
These girls are hustlerific.
I think they could. I think they could. But I think it's better for them to stick together.
Yeah.
Because you might potentially divide your fan base and be like, I don't want to listen to her music because I fuck with her more and da-da-da-da.
Listen to her. Whoever wins, whatever happens, I go with one side.
You split.
I
yeah.
believe they are better as a whole than some of their parts, and I think they would break up with their boyfriends before breaking up the group. And that's just, to be honest, that's just based on their brand and the type of women they display themselves as. You know what I mean? Two bad bitches and we kissing in a rave, kissing in a rave, kissing in a rave. You know what I mean? So that's what they do, man. And I like the City Girls. I like the movement and the empowerment they've created for women, but I don't think that they're gonna put men before their money.
I don't think they'll put a man before their money, just that they're willing to do that. But I mean, if you fall hard and deep in love with somebody, that could change everything.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Now, let's actually go into something that wasn't on the list, but I did want to get a quick opinion of this. What y'all think about Paul Pierce getting fired from ESPN?
I didn't even know about that.
It's pretty
What?
bad. It's sad.
Yeah.
But,
I didn't even know.
Let me set it up first. So he went Instagram Live, was smoking weed at a house or something, and had some strippers, there.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing illegal, but ESPN is with Disney, and Disney likes to promote a more like positive, family-friendly image. So if you work under them, they don't like you to do stuff like that.
Marijuana and strippers is good, wholesome fun.
And he was in California, so it was legal. He was drinking and talking stuff, and they was having a good time. They was singing the songs. He didn't know the words to it.
No woman came out and said anything or
No.
nothing like
nothing
that.
probably happened like that.
So they just fired him for doing what he enjoys doing.
Just for showing him doing it, yeah. So
Yeah,
put
there
it out
has to
there.
be. I mean, I understand that these companies have like these social media policies, but it's not right, man. Like I feel like just because I sign on with this company doesn't mean I need to change who I am as a person. Now, should he have displayed it on the internet? That's to interpretation, but I think it's wrong for him to be fired for doing what he enjoys.
Yeah.
Warning would have been more suitable.
What's up, B? What you
It's like
think?
I'm not under the banner of ESPN right now. Like, the views and stuff on my Instagram should not reflect the stuff on ESPN.
Exactly.
So when I'm looking, I'm at the party, I'm at the club, or whatever. This is reflecting Paul or whatever.
Exactly.
That person. You know.
What, do I need to put a disclaimer on my Instagram?
Like,
Charlemagne was saying he think that he probably was that Paul Pierce was probably gonna leave anyway, and maybe he just didn't care no more and whatever. I don't know, but I think that they overreact. I think it was an overreaction, stupid. So whatever. But
Cole losing his job.
Well, this isn't unheard of. The actually Marvel actors, people that play in the Marvel movies, which is also Disney property now, they are under very strict guidelines and have in some instances no compete clauses and all types of things like that that debar them from just doing the average things people would do. So you have to keep a very squeaky clean image with Disney, man.
I feel like they pick and choose what they want to do, so they making an example of, you know what I'm saying? So now Jalen Rose, whoever else is over there, y'all better not do anything.
Right.
Because you see what could happen now, what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Hey, all I gotta say is any sports analysis that want to go ahead and review your sport that you into and talk about your opinion and stuff, and don't want to have to worry about the mouse all on your social media page, all worry about what you do in your personal life, bro, come to Fox Sports.
I just wanted to point out the irony in the room too is that I'm wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt. So the mouse is everywhere, bro. Just they're listening, man. They're everywhere.
Hey.
Yeah, come to Fox. I'm pretty sure that's probably where he might go to Fox or CBS got something out there.
Yeah, they
Some kind
got
of
sports
sport.
stuff.
So it's other places for him to go. He'll be fine. That's Paul Pierce.
Join the big three. I'm sure Ice Cube will pick you up. Some team will pick you up, bro.
Yeah, he ain't like what,
They coming
40?
back. They coming back.
Good.
Yeah.
They come back next year. But I'm saying like he good.
Yeah.
It's Paul Pierce, bro. Paul Pierce,
Awesome work.
great basketball player, probably the greatest Celtic or one of the greatest Celtics of all time. He got it, bro. He cool. You need somebody like that giving his opinion on the sport if you're gonna have analysts. So that's cool. So yeah, man, I guess that's it for the show. Real fast we go, just prayers and love out to DMX.
Yeah.
Through these times, man, pull together. Love UX, legend in the game. So yeah, I know.
Big roses.
Yeah, roses right now, bro. Hope you pull through that, man. Come back, and get to enjoy the rest of your life, man. But yeah, I guess that's the show for today. Anybody got anything else to say before we
Can I
go?
lead us out with a freestyle or?
No freestyle. We about to get out.
We're about to run out of time.
Yeah, we like to keep it around this amount of
All
time.
right, man.
So all right then, y'all. Well,
Right there.
thank you so much for taking in our whack wisdom, and we hope that you return next week to get some more of it. If there's nothing else, we have enjoyed your time, and this is the WACCast podcast. We are whacking off.
It's the WACCast podcast. Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.
Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack
It's
to
the
me.
WACCast podcast. Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.
Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.